My name is Beverly Brown Edwards. My source of suffering is a very private one, of which I do not wish to divulge online. What I will say is the source is very personal and painful. On page 403 of How to Read the Bible Book by Book, a guided tour, Gordon Fee and Douglas Stewart spoke of the reassurance Peter offered the exiled saints. The authors stated the saints' lives together are to give evidence that they are God's children and thus declare God's praises. The authors further state the saints are God's people for the sake of the pagan world, those responsible for their suffering. I can definitely relate to the difficulty of blessing those that are persecuting you. On page 260 of the book, A Concise New Testament Theology, I. Howard Marshall expressed the sufferings the saints were experiencing at the time of Peter's first epistle were many insults and harsh treatment from other people rather than any kind of official state action. Joel Jupe went further to state one form of persecution the Christians faced was being fed to hungry lions. I admit I have never gone through anything that extreme before, but what I have been experiencing, I have been enduring for many years now. One thing I can say is I know that this all is temporary. Yes, I am in exile because I have a heavenly home that Jesus went and prepared for me. And there, I will no longer have to be persecuted or suffer any more pain. So I take my pain. Despite my pain, one thing that keeps me is my belief that God loves me and He has a plan. This world is not my home. God's view is panoramic. Although I don't know what's happening and why, one thing I am sure of is God is still in control. And one day, this too shall pass. I have chosen to believe this. I desire to do God's will, and my life is in His hands. So just as Christ opted to suffer and die for me, I daily take up my cross and follow Him. Therefore, I walk this thing out day by day.